Alright, don't know if there is anyone there yet, but if there is, hello. A very rare stream on my part, I know. An even rarer chance that it's now MC3, yes. And an even rarer chance still that it is commentated. Don't get used to it. But hey, I feel like I need antihistamine, so I don't know why I unmuted, but recently I've been playing this track again. I've been practicing on what's it called, Mario Kart Service Pack, and I got this time, which is like a frame off of PB, which is insane. This PB is going to be 4 years old if I don't beat it by the end of October, so it would be nice to do so then, but we'll see. Hello Vanna, hello Ben, how are you doing? Byways, well, Berlin Byways, yeah. I actually don't have a PB on Berlin Byways, so what I could do is I could like set a PB on the track there while I'm there. That's what I did for LA laps when I went to LA. But yeah, as it says in the title, I'm going to Berlin. I'm actually flying out on Tuesday, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to PB on this track before then, but you know, it would be cool if I did. Anyway, I'll show a comparison of this run. I'm sure I'll show it multiple times. CTGP looks significantly worse than Service Pack, if I have to be honest. It's because since I modded my Wii U, I got rid of the blur filter, but for some reason, CTGP just rejects that being a possibility. So, yeah, I don't really know why. But anyway, here's this run. Very bad first lap. The triple mini turbo was slower than my PB's first laps. And, I still carried on because I'm doing, like, if back in the day when I got this sort of time, I would have reset for lap 1, but yeah. This was equally as bad as PB lap. PB's lap 2, even, triple. But this was still a 0.0. And so I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I kept up with the ghost enough, so I was like, okay, let's try and drive a decent lap. That was slightly worse than PB's triple mini turbo again. And then I actually could have PB'd there, but I clipped the dirt on the very last turn. So yeah. My birthday's in 2 days and 3 weeks. Wait, why did you say it that way round? Well, happy birthday for 2 days and 3 weeks away. That's in October, right? I think. Yeah. I don't know if I'll stream then or not, but we'll find out. Yeah, it is cool. So, a little bit more. I do not remember. I downloaded the recent, like, top 3. That's what top 3 is on this track now. And Bint's time. And then I can't remember everything else I just have on here. You should get the MC3 PB in Berlin, for real. Ah, I don't think I can do that. But hello, Ren. How are you doing? I forgot about that. I always remember that Luke got the first got the world record from Tyler as the 097, but he actually tied it first. There's Luis. Wait, why does the... Is it me or does the flag kind of look off on everyone else's screen here? Just the blue looks like it's shooting out a little bit more to the right for some reason. It's weird. Anyway. Oh yeah, this happened recently. So this is David, as far as I can tell. This was set in like June or July, but that is That is 3rd UK now. So he improved. So I'm now 7th UK, my current PB. Hello, Striker. How are you doing? So yeah, that was previously 3rd. Not by too much. That's also in the European tops now. So 10th European is now, if I remember correctly, that's Lee. Not gonna beat that anytime soon. But yeah. Let me see. That's it. I'm going to do a comparison with this actually, because I want to see what that looks like. And then I'll go and take some antihistamine, because I feel like I'm a bit sniffly. Pretty rounded time from what I remember though. I think I watched it on Service Pack. It's one of the things I figured out with regards to Triple Mini Turbo, although I don't think I can really do by much of a means myself, is that you can kind of go out a little bit wider if you release the Mini Turbo earlier on the last turn. Is Robin B sobbing your sister on Twitch? My sibling? I would assume so. I don't actually, if I have to be honest, I don't know Robin's Twitch name off by heart. But if you got that from my list of moderators, then yes. The hairpins suck, but apart from that, this time is relatively rounded. People who do Russian... I was about to say, people who do Russian mini turbos are Russian hackers. Yeah. People who do triple mini turbos are Russian hackers. I guess that is me then. I'm not even going to try imitating a Russian accent. I don't think it would be looked upon very well. Anyway, I'm going to leave this playing for a bit. I'm going to go grab some antihistamines. Actually, do I have some in the... Yeah, so that, oh, I've got sleeping tablets. Let's take some of those and see how well I play the game. Alright, give me a sec. Alright, that didn't take too long. Okay. Am I going to need to take my jumper off? We'll see. It's been a lot colder in the UK recently. I'm not really too sure. Does Robin have a YouTube channel? I don't know the answer to that question either. Why are you obsessed with this all of a sudden? Why are you asking me this? I've not seen Robin... I think Robin does, but it might be like a personal channel, so not to like upload to, if that makes sense. It's just sort of what they use on their phone to watch things. Alright. Let me get my tablet. So usually what I do when I'm time trialing, I will play like a stream or something in the background. Just because it's sort of like a distraction, I guess. So I'm going to be streaming while also watching a stream. And then on the dashboard, I'm watching my own stream as well. How's the sound, by the way? I literally just kind of plugged everything in and then turned it on. And I usually would check first or something, but I didn't do that today. I can see Hypno is live today. Which will be... He would be both a very good... raid target for afterwards, but also I fear that that might mean he might consider raiding me. That's just gonna throw everything off from what I usually do. Nick was live recently. I'm gonna put his stream on in the background. Actually, let's see. I don't like how this this now functions. Thought fortunately because I'm subscribed to Nick, that means I don't actually get ads. Ads have been unbelievably annoying recently, if I have to be honest. In every sense of the word. TV ads, YouTube ads, Twitch ads. They are just significantly annoying to me. Right. Okay, let's see what we can do. So, oh yeah, just to clarify, I don't know if I said this already or not. This is a run that was set by Luke. Is actually, as far as I could find, this was probably the first completed triple mini turbo PB that he did. It's just been reset by a nameless me, with a nameless me by Bint. Just so that the name isn't in the way. When I practice on Service Pack, it automatically removes their name for you anyway, so... But I just... So I don't know if like the tag with the me is still going to be distracting, but we'll find out. Please forgive, it's going to be very sketchy to start off with. I need to kind of warm up into things here. It looks like the capture card's actually like slightly off screen. To the right actually, because that's cropped in a lot closer to the side than it is on my TV. I think it's probably because I reset my capture card recently. Not reset my capture card, sorry, the capture window. Oh crap, okay. I haven't found the angle yet. I shifted there for some reason. Yeah. God, yeah. This is adding pressure. I start playing the track and then everyone goes silent. That's fine. I can try and focus on that. There we go. A decent first turn at long last. No triples just yet. That's fine. Maybe we should get that sleeping pill. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It kind of feels like I've already taken it, to be honest. Considering I'm flying out to Berlin in like 2 days. Not 2 days. I'll be traveling to then fly out like a day after in 2 days. And that makes sense. Like, classically, I have nothing prepared yet. I know all the things I want to take. I have bought a bunch of European adapters and whatnot, but I just don't have anything ready, like, ready together just yet. Get the first 115. Yeah, I just implement all of, like, the task stuff. The super gliding. Super gliding? Super... Wait, no. That's not what it's called. I swear that isn't what it's called. The downside to listening to another Mario Kart stream is the countdown. It can put you off. Like listening to the other countdown. So I heard Nick's there because it synced perfectly with mine, but one number behind. Oh, God. Oh God, okay. Or listening to the countdown every time for 900,000 attempts. That's what's gonna end up on this stream. God, I hope I haven't got near remotely that many attempts in on this track. I know it's at least in the 100,000 region by now though, surely. There we go, I found the angle for the triple. That is my first triple on stream this year, and hopefully not my last. Famous last words. Yeah, I saw a comment on the drum channel recently where someone says if you practice for 3 hours a day for 9 hours, then you'll achieve 10,000 hours of practice. For 10 hours. Wait, no, that made no sense. Wait, did I say 10 hours? 10 years is what I meant. That me looks like Quentin. No, it doesn't. I assume you mean Bints me. Are you saying that because of the hair? The hair might be similar. Handy music, 10 hours. Happy music, 10 hours, 10 seconds. Ow, my head. The hair and the glasses. Okay. Didn't know 10 seconds is 10 hours, thanks, friend. Yeah, I didn't know my name. Yeah, if it's handy music for 10 hours, it's happy music for 10 seconds. I'm the translational aspect of that there. I didn't realise handy could be transferred to happy. I thought it would be the complete opposite, if I have to be honest. Yeah, what was I saying before this? Yeah, I saw a comment on the drum channel recently where someone did the maths and said, like, if you did 3 hours of practice for a day for 9 years, then you would do 10,000 hours. And I've been playing this track for, was it like over 10 years at this point? And I've definitely done sessions where I've done more than 3 hours, so very comfortably, like 30,000 hours. Anyhow, tired, looking at raccoon pics. I don't know what else to do besides that and handy. I mean, raccoon pics without me is probably slightly better, but that's up to opinion. Anyway, I'll stop burning out like 7 times in a row now. I did do an 8-hour stream once where I did nothing but get like a bad start and burn out constantly. That was a good first turn. I'm going to lose all that time now. There we go. Have you ever met a raccoon? I feel like I saw one on the side of the train line when I was going up to San Francisco. But otherwise, never in person. I don't think. Unless they have them in zoos, but I don't think they do. I mean, it's been like over a decade since I last went to a zoo, so... I shifted out of the angle for some reason. Ad breaks, yay! Someone's skipping them. Guaranteed. God, I love doing this track constantly. My favourite thing. I backed off the angle again for some reason. I had it, and then I just decided, no, I don't actually want this angle anymore. Oh God. Okay. I only see dogs and cats close enough, maybe birds. Yeah, cats are very, like, probably the closest, right? I know raccoons are rodents. Fine. Never mind, I didn't get the mini turbo there. Okay. Scandinavia, close to the... I cannot pronounce any of those words. The zoo has some raccoons. Oh, that's the name of a zoo. I see. Right. Berlin's still a bit far away from Scandinavia, so I might not be able to pop in. I can't remember actually the last time I went to the European mainland. It's probably Croatia. 2016. I walked past their place, but without knowing it was their enclosure. Damn. I take it you're a very big fan of raccoons then. Should go there again and see them. It would make my day. You should do it. You should do it tomorrow. Spontaneously. Go to the zoo. Just to see raccoons. Nothing else. You can take your 3DS and Street Pass and everything with people. With the raccoons. Damn. The Raccoon Warrior. That sounds like an indie artist name. Oh. Every time I miss the angle, I swear I get it, and then I just like double hit for some reason and miss it. Yeah, there, like that. I just decide to really back off the turn. Unless you want to travel for 7 hours from Berlin to that zoo. Is that, I assume, like, car? I think I'm good. Okay. I don't know what I did there, but it was not right. Or another hour to see me, yeah, I would have to travel to Berlin myself then. It sounds like you're talking yourself out of it. That would be interesting though, because I have no idea what you look or sound like, Vanna, so... You could literally also like pay some random person that lives in Berlin to come up to me and just say, "Hi, I'm Vanna," and I would not be the wiser. I had a Mario Kart 7 friend who's planning to visit Norway and who may or may not do a detour to meet me. That would be cool. I should stop burning out. That would help. Yeah, Mario Kart 7 collab. I'm pretty sure you were here when I did my last stream, the Street Pass stream. Because I think that was just after I came back from Birmingham, but just before I went to Cardiff. And yeah, I did the a little like online friend meetup. There we go, first lap of the stream and it's decent. If I get both the splits from the previous run that I showed on stream, then I'm gonna PB, and I've already messed it up with that angle. What was that? I was distracting myself trying to say what I was gonna say. Yeah, I did an online meetup, a meetup with online friends, back in beginning of August. Already over a month ago, actually. I haven't got a raccoon plush, but it's not just any raccoon. Is it Tom Nook? He's a raccoon, right? Right? I think. Every time I think about it, I'm like getting less and less confident that that's the truth. There we go. Why did I do that? Raccoon. I will say this raccoon is from a film. Oh, is it Guardians of the Galaxy? Ah! Bonk. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I still got 2 pipe bonk emotes or just 1. Yeah, I backed off the turn again. I have a habit of doing that. Okay, I'm taking my jumper off. Definitely not an excuse. I don't know what it'd be an excuse for. I have seen Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's not him either. Oh, okay. I don't think I have. Yet. I think it is on my radar, but like I've not gone and like actually sat down and been like, I'm gonna watch this movie. So if I have seen it, it's like been on TV or someone else is watching it. So these buttons are huge. Like the menu, I'm so used to Service Pack that the menu just looks massive now. Is it over the hedge? film. God, I remember that. It is. I thought I was trying to like think of the name for a while. I remember watching that when I was a kid. There's like a GameCube game of it and everything. Not that I played it specifically, but I just remember that there was one. And a DS game, actually. And that was one of my first introductions to America, that film. Boink. So you think suburbs are bad then? Well, that's not to dox myself too much, but that's technically where I live. In the suburban area. I thought it made for a very amusing setup to the film, though. There we go, that's a .1. Oh no. I decided to turn just before the line. And again, just there. Oh. I have a Swedish PC version of it. Got it a year ago. It's a film I should have grown up with, but didn't for some reason. That's really interesting. I wonder how it is to like watch that film with like a more like grown-up mindset. I guess more of like the hidden jokes kind of come through. I think that's also why it makes like films that you grew up with still like films you can return to as well. Because you can try and watch it and like find the bits that you didn't necessarily understand at first. And then it still just makes it entertaining. I think DreamWorks films work really well for that, actually. Oh, God. Okay, that was just me not hitting the right angle. And I found out RJ, his name if you remember. I did not remember, but thank you for reminding me. Was one... Hold on, let me get this. Okay, was the one I was missing in my life. He has helped me be more open and happy. So naturally, I got to have a plush of him. I could send a pic of him. Sure, by all means, go ahead. Very cool to see, actually. But yeah, I'm glad you have such an important plush to you. It's very nice to hear that that makes you happy. I've still got my I don't know if I've spoken about it on stream. I've got my bread plush from, it's like a makeshift ship plush, for a game called Cooking Companions, which I watched Cat Palace TV play. I have no like prior connection to this game whatsoever, but then she randomly like messaged me or added me on Twitter one day saying that they were going to make like a limited release bread plush for based on the game, and obviously you know how bread is associated in this Twitch channel, be it that there is a reward for a bread combo specifically. So I had to. Naturally, I had to get it. So just like you have a bread convo, I should have a rat convo on my streams. That's a very good idea. Go for it! Bread plush taste test. No. I'm not doing that. It's like 1 of 200, and I know MatPat has one. So I don't want to do that. Okay. That beginning was slow. Boink. It would be nice if I got a mini turbo. Does Andy remember my bread convo name in one race? Wait, I think you do. Is it a dumb question? I remember you being the actual like thing, like exclamation mark something. In fact, I think you were actually bread convo multiple times, just literally called bread convo. It should be in that funny name vid you did. I think most likely, yes. Inspirational me names. And I found that Canadian that just hated America. Posted a pic in general. Awesome. I will take a look after this attempt. Damn, that triple was awful. Jesus. Okay, let's take a look. I actually threw the run on purpose just to see the picture. Come on, Discord, open up. Yeah! I like that. That's my face to that. Uh-huh. Should have included my one name with the link to your Twitch friend room. Oh yes, and I actually brought someone to the chat. I remember. I think they're still in the server, so there's a chance they could always pop back in, and they have done. So like, you genuinely helped advertise for me, Ren. I think that happened after I made that video, but I think I did actually highlight that segment of stream to like upload as like a highlight on YouTube and just never got round to it. You bought them from Oklahoma. Which, did you actually go to Oklahoma or did you like import it? Either way is pretty cool. Okay, there's a .1. Ah! Vanna, your plush picture inspired me. That's the only reason why I got that. Yeah, I eventually got banned for it, so rip. Did you still not got a way to get back online? Does it not work like if you bought another Switch? Not that I'm like suggesting you should do that just to get online again, but I ordered, or to be more exact, my uncle did. And as a nice surprise, he also came a few days early. Ah, how cute. I think my bread actually arrived like a few days before Christmas, which was quite nice. I bought another Switch, but I'm not using anything keyboard related anymore. That, fair enough. Better to play online than to not play online, I guess. Ah, my finger. I even got a thank you letter from the, I don't know if I should say retailer, but yeah, up to you. Maybe when the server's shut down. Yeah, if it's happened to Wii U and 3DS, it'll happen to the Switch. We just need the predecessor out first and then wait like 3 years or something. That was a really good ending for what it was worth. And I am all the way over here, too far to the left. Right. Too far to the right. No! I was I was going in too harsh, so I tried to delay drift and it didn't work. It's the only word I can think of. I guess I should say seller instead. Wait, hold up. I'll take some pics of the letter. Okay. But yeah, seller, retailer. To be honest, both. You could have said both, and I understood. Manufacturer would also make sense. I don't need to back off the thing. Letter writer, yeah. I mean, letter writer would sound more like it'd be from your uncle or somebody. That's like a present. Yeah, I backed off the angle again. The ending to that second turn was very late though, like the mini turbo release. Oh god, I did not like that second mini turbo. Okay, I didn't die. That's too far to the left. No, what did I do that for? I turned too harshly. Okay. Yeah, Luke's triple mini turbo on lap 3 is very weak, so it's like a free catch up for as long as I get the right alignment. Very late triple. That would have been about the same as, what you would call it if I got the ending to work. The endings in this Ghost that Luke done as well are also not that great, so they are something I can capitalize on, I think. And, oh, maybe... Actually, I don't remember how good they are on lap 3. I think... The Shroom is probably the last place of, like, time catch-up that I can make against his Ghost on lap 3, and then he's got a really good ending. Okay, I think we're cooking a bit more now. Let's not speak too soon. Late. Okay, I'm going to plug the fan in. I've got a mini USB fan that I have that sits like just in front of me here. Oh yeah, something I want to just vent about really quickly as well, actually. While I was practicing with Service Pack, because I have a free USB port 3 on my Wii U, and my tablet was running out of battery, I was just like, okay, well, seeing as this one thing here, the outputs power is available, and this thing here that is running out of power can be plugged in via USB. Logic would suggest that I could just plug it in with no problems to the Wii U and have it charge and be fine. And in the past, that has been fine. Like, I have been able to do that. For some reason, on Service Pack, I plug it into the console and it just crashes Service Pack. It tries to read my tablet as like a USB... what you call it for some reason. So... like a USB storage. But I have no idea why Service Pack specifically is programmed that way. Like, why? Oh. Thanks, Twitch. Ads. Shows the ads straight off the bat. Okay. That just cut off my entire vent. Nobody probably heard any of that, unless they have ad blocker. So yeah, what else was I going to say? It was something to do with, Lost. Completely lost. I was going to say something related to... Oh, yes. Twitch has just done another thing recently where I loaded up the dashboards and it says, you know, you're now allowed a feature where someone can take your clips, your Twitch clips, and share them on... and create them into like a thing where you can share them on TikTok and YouTube, which although that's really cool... Like, it's also kind of... Why? Why would you let other people do that specifically? Like, yeah, you can get, like, promotion and stuff from it. But I think a vast majority of people that use those platforms, especially TikTok in general, are just going to be scrolling through. So they're not really going to go and be like, oh, wow, look at this funny Twitch clip. I'm going to try and download the app and then go and view this streamer, you know? And it's just like... I don't know. I didn't enable the feature. You can opt into it or whatever if you want to, but it's a very it's pointless in my opinion. Hi Perla, wait, you have a Twitch channel? Yes, indeed. Unless you're responding to the TikTok aspect, which would make some sense as well. But yes, welcome back to this track. I hope you're ready for me to start singing this theme song in calls again. TikTok can go die in a fire. I also am not even considering like downloading that app. What's kind of funny is that Handy863 is the username is already taken. So I've used I've just linked that on my YouTube, so if you go onto the YouTube and you kind of see the other socials kind of links, there's just one called unofficial TikTok. It's not me. That's not me at all. It's just someone else that used Handy863 for their username, and I'm just like, fuck it. Just put this here. Not that anyone's asked me to get on the app so desperately. No, just got here. TikTok can go die in a fire. We're all in agreement then. I sent the letter if you missed. Oh, sorry, Vanna. Think of. Yeah, okay, in DMs. Aww. That's a very cute little, like, personalization. I do love stuff like that. From eBay as well. That's interesting. Yeah, that's very nice. It's not been very common that I've had notes like that with things. The last one that I can remember was actually a can of deodorant. Because I ran out during lockdown, and then I tried to buy a specific one, and then someone, the seller phoned me and was like, we don't have this one, do you want this one instead? And then I was like, oh yeah, sure. And then I got a little like handwritten note, and it said, change to... It wasn't even like a note like you got, Vanna. It was like just written on the receipt. So we had a printed receipt for the original deodorant that I ordered, but then written on it was like changed for such and such, as discussed on the phone. Like a smiley face. That's like the first thing that comes to mind. My uncle got a Wii U that's barely even used. He does have Discord, but only uses it for World of Warcraft. Fair enough. Wait, World of Warcraft on Discord, I assume. Is that the game that Lewis plays? I can't actually remember. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is bad. Let's try and improve it, shall we? Go for the really tight shroom. No, okay. Ah, gotcha, okay. You did send a request to you from his account. Joe, I remember doing that with people from school that I used to have on Steam. I still have them on Steam when I added them on Steam. I did the same thing with Emma, actually. I just sent a request to myself from their profile when I went round. And I played Steam like a total of 4 times, or anything related to Steam. I would like to get using it again, but I just don't have a computer that's powerful enough to play games and stream at the same time. He also had a 3DS, and at the very least Majora's Mask 3D, but I don't know where that is now, to be honest. I've heard a lot of good things about Majora's Mask 3D. But I, for one, have not really ever touched a Zelda game. Like, I had Spirit Tracks on the DS, and I just couldn't get very far from the beginning. It was too complicated just at the start. I never touched it, but considering I found a lot of, like, people with knowledge of Zelda now, I've been debating, and I have a 3DS capture card, I've been debating streaming the game. And potentially asking for help from them. Try and finish the game. I also, out of sheer curiosity, because I can do it on the Wii U now with Aroma, I installed Wind Waker HD. Okay. I wasn't expecting to get the mini turbo that early, even though I drifted in like late. This is going to be a 0.1 lap. No question. Or a 0.2 lap, okay, even better. Fine, cool. We got to lap 2 at least. I think the very least out of this stream that I would like is to finish a run at this point. Speaking of 3DS, maybe I'll replace my main with a new one due to the card reader and bad battery. So does the battery wear out over time then, I assume? Or is it just like an older console that doesn't have like a nicely built one? I know phones are kind of similar. These could be replaced, but is it worth it? I don't like the 3DS anymore. Fair enough. If I do replace it, I will mean new FC, but I'll let you know if that happens. Can you actually do like a full system transfer of a 3DS to a new one? With like keeping the FC as well, or does it like replace it completely if you do transfer? You can transfer. Okay, cool. Suppose so, but I want to start fresh anyways. Fair enough. I mean, technically upgrading to Pretendo means that I started fresh. anyway. I mean, I've got all my save data and stuff, but the thing that I don't like about my 3DS is that the circle pad is now broken and it's very small. I mean, I originally wanted one of those 3DS XL capture cards, but I couldn't justify paying double the amount of just getting a card fitted to the 3DS I already had. And then the company that made them went bust anyways, so... Get smaller hands, no! I want to get an old 3DS XL since it feels less fragile than the new 3DS XL. That's interesting. I've got an old 3DS XL. It's actually belonged to my cousin. I've actually also got Robin's in here currently because I tried to Street Pass with Robin. Well, I did Street Pass with Robin. Okay. No. That, I just can't squeeze that angle out all the time. It's so difficult to go from right back to left and then back to right in that section. And then I just backed off the angle there. Yeah. I don't think I've street passed on Pretendo for a while. I haven't turned on my 3DS. I should probably do that before I go to Berlin. I'm not taking my 3DS capture card with me. I'll take my 3DS with me though. Just the XL. Okay, that's a better exit. I didn't compensate for it well though. But I have to start refresh, in my opinion. Oh no, if I get a new DS because of setting up Pretendo. Wait, so does Pretendo like refresh the FC anyways? Well, I know Pretendo like gave me a new FC and everything. I mean, we already established that. I forgot to save my Street Pass stream. I looked at the dashboard and I was like, oh, that's not there anymore. I completely forgot to save it. You're missing out, and I have Street Passed you thousands of times. Wait, do you still Street Pass even if like the 3DS isn't on? Yeah, oh interesting, okay. As long as you have them added. I see. Thanks for helping you complete the DKC Returns puzzle. I think I actually have all of the puzzles courtesy of Nil. Lewis, hello! Long time no see, you still owe me a call. Lewis, I owe you a lot at this point, I swear. How are you doing? Apologies I haven't spoken to you directly for a while. And apologies I haven't given you an MC3 stream for a while. Like old times, I've spent the last like 5 minutes doing the start. Did you get to see my like 388? I can show it to you now. It's really bad, but it's like you don't need to give me an MC3 stream. Yes, I do. It's a requirement. I have so many things to talk to you about. You don't have all of them complete though, and you had one I didn't have. Plus, I have a few you don't have. Really? Oh. Yeah, I don't have all of them complete yet. I could have sworn I, like, received all of them from Nil. I know Nil has all of them, so... Yeah. Why am I going this way? Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the comparison between these two yet. That's really silly. Because the beginning's so bad, and then I just grind it out at the end. But then the last lap of PB is really, like, strong as well. Yeah, I sent you this video a few days ago. You watched it. Oh, okay. Well, let's watch it again on stream. Yeah, that. I see you waving on MKC, Handy. Hi. Hi, I'll wave back to the microphone. Vanna. Yeah, so usually I would restart on those lap ones. Like I don't know if you remember on when I used to stream this back in like the lockdowns, Lewis, but I would restart if I didn't get like a 240 at the very slowest. But because I'm still like warming up to this track, again, I took it just to practice the rest. And out of some miracle, this happened to be an 090, and I do not know how. And then I happened to drive decently enough to get like a low 0.0. I jumped too late at the endings. Well, in my PB or at the end there? I definitely jumped late here. Or am I just doing it late in general? I only met Silver, but he has no puzzle piece. Puzzles. I'm sad, I cry. In your last PB, yeah. In my last PB, my endings were atrocious. We can actually watch it from this perspective, I guess. But from what I remember from PB, I hadn't properly like sat down to practice the endings themselves yet, and what else? I think this was also 20 minutes into a session at the time, so I was still warming up and like not getting everything perfectly timed yet. Oh yeah, that shroom as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, so that last turn was slightly worse in the 388. But then this section is also, I don't know, it's about the same. That shroom was probably the best of my PB, but the alignment was really bad. So I just, yeah, that's why I caught right up there. 126, I forgot it was that slow. I thought it was like a 102 or something. But then this lap is an 023 with whatever that triple was. That shroom is in there. This could have been like a 25. And then the last turn was better. How do you catch up? Yeah, I just got a better ending. That's going to be a 26.02. Oh yeah, the 03. Oh, lap 2 even. Wait, did I fuck it up that badly? God, imagine if I got that at the time. I'd be shitting bricks because I would have not got a .02. Right, okay, I got you in the 366. Now, Handy, stop waving, Silver. What have you done? Oh, Silver came along and stopped the waving. I see. That took me a bit of time to kind of figure that out. Oh, Silver's waving now instead. I see. Gotcha. Well, to be fair, I graduated. I'm a system engineer now, but I can't find a job. Congratulations on graduating, although I don't know if that was... Did that happen last year? I'm sorry you can't find a job, though. That sounds really painful. I don't know why I turned to the right there. I just decided, I want this dirt. I'm gonna eat it. Literally, I had a good alignment and I just decided to randomly turn to the right for some reason. Okay, this is going nowhere. It's because you showed up, Lewis. You're putting pressure on me. It's fine. Ah, that was early. Nope. Going back to the hedge, I got 3,241 picks across 2 folders. What? In case I wanted to react with a particular pick. That's insane. I don't even think I have that many photos from Emma's editing. Like, it's a running joke that I have a concerning amount of pictures out of context. But I've just collected pictures from her, like, screenshots from the videos I've edited, plus whatever's been sent to me on WhatsApp, plus just generally taking pictures in person. Oh, let me just itch my ear, hold on. Okay. 2,565 in the main folder, 676 in the second folder. I got 4,628 in my downloads folder. Let's not even start, Jesus. That's ridiculous. The job market is kind of BS. If you have got the experience, you're fine. Yeah, so because you're first starting out, it's like, I've got the degree, I've done the time and know how to do stuff, but I haven't had the job before. And just like, okay, well, give me a job to give me the experience, and then, yeah. I think I got 5,000 pics in one folder alone on my other PC. You've got like an entire other computer dedicated to pictures. But not specifically that, but that's just how it sounded like first when I read that out in my head. Just imagine like, oh no, my hard drive is full of all these pictures. Time to buy a new computer. I know that's not what you meant, but it's just, that's how it like first popped into my head and it was really amusing. Why did you have so many files? So much that I had to make a backup and start over with new pictures folder. I love to have a collection of files, clearly. Sorry, I'm back now. How's the stream been going? It's been alright, Striker. No progress with regards to the game, but there's been progress made with regards to conversation. And so that's what matters most. Would be nice to finish a run on stream, though. Haven't done so in a while. I feel too far to the right for that. I made that work surprisingly well. Hello, DWT. That's how I see that name. Yay to you too. Me speaking with almost 30,000 screenshots, that's insane all the same. To be honest, I'm too scared to even look in my screenshots folder, so I don't want to do that. Current pics folder has 1,154 as of right now. To be fair, that's about the standard size of my like photos on my camera or like an SD card after I've taken a decent collection. What rank are you in the world at the moment? Currently, not very high. Probably at the very most, like within the top 100. But I wouldn't know otherwise compared to the world. I know I'm 7th UK on this track at the moment, and I pioneered for the European tops in 2020, back when it was a 330. It's now like I now need to sub to get, so I need to get 118.2 basically, if I want to get up there now. But worldwide tops, no question. I'm not possible to contend those. Sean is number one. He teaches what he knows to everyone in MC3. I mean, I've learned from you, Lewis. I would get a 114 with Future Fly. I don't know what that is. It sounds like a mod. Yeah, 001 easy, yeah. Might require instant race finish and Future Fly. He's the wisest person I've met. He could even bear TAS record, but he's so humble, doesn't listen to him. He is lying. Don't listen to him. Why did I say doesn't? I put a typo in your paragraph by speaking it wrong. A speako. A speecho. And I didn't even read the typo you made. I just put one in there myself. Funny how Unreal is still on UK tops. Is he? He's like 10th now, isn't he? I mean, when I got the UK tops, he was like 4th. Hold on, what are UK tops? Yeah, Unreal would be 10th now. This hasn't been updated for David's time. Actually, no, I'm lying. David is on the UK tops, so it would be short. It would be Tanny. Tanny's 455, which coincidentally is also the most viewed MC3 record video on YouTube. He's got like nearly 400,000 views for some reason on his PB video for that, and I have no idea how or why. But I'm gonna, for my PB video, 1,000,000 views. I'm gonna do it. Gonna get 1,000,000 views. Next PB video. Guaranteed. Yeah, well, to be fair, I feel like... Did he ever admit to that? Because I also feel like a lot of his views... I know he got a really, really viral, like, Mario Party video. But it also wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, well, Goldmine I think has got 1,000,000. Unless he botted his, like, really popular Mario Party video. He might have done a thing where he, like, botted the first one and then it started getting recommended to more people and then it kind of picked up natural interest from there. And I think that also did pull in interest to his channel as well, but... Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't look into it. The joke is that it's got a lot of views. That's the joke. Future Fly is basically Free Fly. I have to blame the autocomplete feature on my phone, my bad. I mean, again, I didn't even pick up on it, Lewis. I picked up on myself reading it wrong instead. Well, to be fair, I remember he used bots to get his high views on his channel. Dude, you don't need to check the statistics and engagement. Mario Kart Wii wasn't a boom. Not even Troy Mate and Enmead, that are top Mario Kart Wii influencers, have these numbers. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it doesn't make sense with regards to relatability. It's a very weird thing to do, though. But the weird thing about Tanny was that he was one of the Mario Kart Wii players that I knew before I actually knew who he was, if that makes any sense. So I had his times some of his times downloaded on my console back in the day, just because they were European or worldwide tops. So would you move to Spain if you were me? It depends, I guess, on what your opinion of Spain is compared to your... I need to focus more on these beginnings, sorry. I guess it depends on what your opinion of Spain compared to where you currently live is. My student's visa expired as I've graduated. So did you get a visa for Spain but never went? Oh, wait, for Colombia. Right, yes, hold on. Are you going to get it renewed? Or is that why you're trying to find a job? Colombia is a shithole that is not offering you anything. Well, I mean, it sounds like you got the right motive to move. You can go. You can go live with Russo in Spain. Get him to teach you how to get a 230, and then beat your PB by doing a save state on the by continuing from a save state on lap 3 and just driving slightly better than your previous run. Seemed to work for him, you know. Right, okay, I get it now. So, if you get a job, then I guess you could renew the visa. As I work in your country type thing. Business visa. I'm not concentrating now. I need to sort of focus. Fun fact, if you rearrange the letters in Teach, you can make cheat. I did not know that, but I like it. It would work with cheater as well, wouldn't it? Cheater and teacher. Because it's literally just ER added into the mix and they practically stay in the same place. Damn it, that's how teachers get employed. Wow, okay. There we go. Now, let's actually get a beginning in here. Pass triple. Here we go. Easy peasy. Nope. I'll just decide to randomly shift off the angle. But the job market is a shithole. Need grads. Haste. New grads have no chance to get a job there. As was a comment in a YT video where a guy claimed he applied to 600 jobs and he got very few interviews. Wait, so is this... Are you talking about Spain or just generally speaking? So teaching the cheaters a lesson is how... Does it work again? The teachers are cheaters who teach cheaters how to cheat. Somehow, you can make a tongue twister out of that. In the EU in general, he claimed he was European. I see. Yeah, that makes that kind of I can see why that would like pop the balloon on that plan, because it's like stay and find a job in this country that is basically been shit for me finding a job so far. Or move to this country where it's supposedly not better. Why am I all the way over here? You can teach properly in Swedish because the words are different. Oh, I forgot to bring in other languages to this. No, it doesn't work. Teachers only cheat in English. To be fair, I do teach my students how to cheat and not make dumb mistakes. Yes, all of those words look very different. Damn it, why does there have to be more than one language? Ah, shit. I don't know why I held to the right there. I turned too prematurely there into the terrapin, didn't I? Nope. Ah! Fine. Emil L does not teach his students to cheat. Are you sure? I mean, I guess with the L, he teaches them to lose. As the L would imply. What else? What did I miss here? I could use the expression to an English speaker and tell them it means son of a bitch, and they would believe me. Wait, what? I missed something here. Oh, I see. He should get MC3 glitch world record for real, for real. Yeah, when is that happening? It would make sense if it was a meal C. Yeah. Someone should make that a hacking alias. That's too early. No, it wasn't. Okay, cool. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess I didn't want the mini turbo there. I just can't seem to time them. I wonder if CGP is just laggier than Service Pack. Clip off the pipe, I don't know. Yeah, clip off the pipe. Get, like... But do it in a way where you gain, like, 20 meters in height. And just jump over the invisible wall. I had a dream about, like, putting this track in Minecraft. Like, actually just, like, porting the model into Minecraft. It'd be quite funny. I say that specifically because of the blocks at the side. That could just be good reference for blocks in that game. I've started to make a game, or sort of, I'm learning how to model basic stuff with polygons. Oh, that's interesting. So is that like Blender stuff? Ren found an ultra real. Yay! Ren found an ultra in chat. Yeah, spam the pipe bounce emote, pipe bonk emote to make pipe glitch. Pipe glitch! Not even MC3 glitch, just pipe glitch. Reverse super hopping for the win. Don't think it will ever be possible, no. Yeah, no, not on this track. It's going to be more likely if there's like a glitch to like the driving mechanics as opposed to that. And something that would be humanly possible would have definitely been found out like a decade ago at this point. Yeah, with Blender. Sweet! I had that downloaded once upon a time and I never did anything with it. I did see an interesting glitch that someone had done with where they removed the invisible wall though, where literally all they did, it was kind of like a GV2-esque type glitch, where they just clipped the post and then like flew over the side of the wall here. You kind of land where the hairpin is. You have to go back up the track a little bit to get to the point, but it cuts off about a third of the track. So you get like sub 1 minute if you're quick enough with it. Ah! I went too far to the right from what I was expecting. Okay, I guess the wheelie can come out late and I can hit the pipe. That was my Wiimote, not me. Definitely not an excuse. I'm working on my Sean character right now. He's going to be a protagonist alongside Broadlie and Superior Sean will be the antagonist. You know, fun fact, I've met both those people in person now. And brought them together. I literally watched... This is... Okay, maybe not say that on stream. Oh. Oh, God. Yeah, Bint redid the ghost with a nameless me for me, so that the name wouldn't get in the way too much at the time. Although, if I have to be perfectly honest, I don't know if it helps as much, but that's what I use now. How does it feel to get out of the cave? What, my bedroom? Or where I live, just generally speaking. It wasn't bad. It was really interesting because it was like... We all got along, like... It was an interesting group. The group altogether ended up being me, Bradley, Jacob, Robin, Adventurer Will, Asterix, and then Asterix's girlfriend. And like, a lot of us are like, know each other. So I've been in a call with Asterix and Will at the same time. Obviously me, Bradley and Jacob know each other for the last decade or so. But, you know, Jacob also had never met Will before. I'd also never met... I mean, I had spoken to Asterix's girlfriend, it's Nirvana. She's popped into stream a couple of times. But, you know, aside from that, you know, we'd never... Aside from Jacob, I'd never met any of them in person before. But, like, when we met up, it was like we'd known each other for ages. So it was a really interesting scenario. It was really interesting going bowling because everyone played very differently. Most people played bad. Me and Jacob were tied going into like 2 strikes each actually, and then I fucked up and got 9 pins and he got a 3rd strike in a row and that was it. He ran with the game from that point onwards. Will kept doing this run up where he would he would start from like 20 meters away from the line, and he'd do this run up from all the way back at the table where we were sat, and then basically throw the ball. And a lot of the time it would go into the gutter. What else happened? Oh yeah, there was also a point in time. Oh, what game were we playing? We were bowling. Did I mention that we were playing bowling? Savage Gilmore accepting bowling. Well, he also knocked over all of our drinks because he was so far back. He bowled over. He got a strike on the table and then threw it forward and like missed. But yeah, Bradley consistently for like 7 rounds just got 1 pin. So for like 2/3 of the game, his score was just going up by 1 point each every time. And then I think on the names on the board, Asterix made his name Bad Sean, but because of the character limit, it just showed bad every time his go came up. It was ridiculous. It was really funny. Broodlie is so humble. Bradley was running on like 2 hours of sleep, and then he basically drunk his weight in vodkas and coke, effectively. So I could show you some of the pictures, Lewis. Like there was a point where he, Jacob, and Robin and Will continued going out until like the early hours of the morning. I was done at like 11, being the senior of the group. The funniest thing has to be though when we'll get back at the hotel, and Jacob decided to just randomly stand up, and we were in Asterix's room, and Jacob decided to take off a panel on the ceiling and run down the hallway with it, just out of the blue. He just decided to do this. Anyway, I'm missing a lot of chat. I apologize. What else is being said here? Where you live or bedroom, I guess that works. That sounds like a good meeting. Stripes, what game are you playing? Bowling, yeah. I don't know how he makes it. He literally survives with no sleep and manages to work his his way out of it. Prudley's just brave. To be honest, he does... I think he's smart enough to know his limits. But, I don't know. He still had a good time. I think that's all that matters. I think Jacob and Will said that they had to carry him, basically carry him back to his hotel room though. Because he was just so fucked afterwards. Ah. Do you guys live in different states? The UK's not broken up in states, it's broken up into counties as well, which I guess is also confusing because I know US states are also broken up into counties. But yeah, we live in different parts of the UK. So we met up in Birmingham because that just seemed to be the most central place. And it was easiest for everyone to get to. The only one that it was kind of awkward for was Will. Because he had to go into London first before getting to Birmingham. But he's the train guy out of us, so, you know, it was easy. Oh, what the fuck was that? I love getting pace locked on MC3. Well, pace locked at the beginning when you can't skip the start. That happens to me quite a lot. Like that. I was going to say something else then, but I've just completely blanked. Second pipe. Yeah, that happens a lot to me. You know it's my attempts. If it doesn't get past, like, the first turn. I mean, I was talking about this earlier, and I think it was actually your first time you ever watched me, Lewis. How I spent literally 8 hours burning out or not getting a full starter boost. And that was literally my session. I don't know how you managed to follow me out of that. Remember what I told you about the second turn using the task strategy? It is faster if you're way aligned to the left. To the left? Or the soft... The soft drift thing. I did on my stream. Can I restart, please? Hold on. Yeah, I remember we spoken about that. I'd have to like redo my what you call it? My I think actually, sorry, I'm just procrastinating here. I think Fox does it as well in his PB. But I'd have to sort of rework the way that I play the track. I don't even have Fox's Ghost. I had it at one point. It's not here now, though. Carrying on. Due to burnouts, I wonder what the record for the most burnouts is in a row. Probably me. It would not actually surprise me. I mean, 8 hours of false starts. That stream is highlighted somewhere. 8 hours of burnout and, like, false starts. It was literally just me doing this. It wouldn't surprise me. I hope it's not actually a record. Unless someone's literally sat here for like 24 hours intentionally burning out. I do not know what I did for that last turn there. Jesus, that felt like I should have hit the pipe. Oh, God. Okay. That happened to me for like 30 minutes straight. How long ago did this happen? Whenever Lewis followed. Let's take a look. How long have you been following for, Lewis? 2016... The 2016? Yeah. 2018, sorry. The 16th of June, 2018. I was about to say the 2016th of June. Oh, God. Imagine that. A month with like 2,000 days. Wait, so I made you depressed? Where did you get that from? Oh, God. Move. There we go. Wasn't at the time where I was constantly giving you feedback. Probably. Sure, bot is not working. I don't think follow age is a command. Nightbot should still be here. I'll go get it. Okay, I don't know why I decided to eat half the dirt in the fucking world on that last turn there of the shroom. Oh. Stream Elements does that command? Well, I don't have Stream Elements, so... I think I use Stream Elements for chat, which actually isn't on screen at the moment. And then that's it. But not Sean, but he is too independent to obey commands. Imagine if I just made like my own stream bot and it just didn't listen to anything, it just sat here. I mean, that basically was what VivBot did. Like, it was something that I got on the channel instead of Nightbot by mistake. And it just, and basically its only use was to kind of like monitor the amount of hours someone's watched stream for. And just say how, and like keep like a leaderboard of it. Which I did actually enjoy, to be honest. I did enjoy watching that unfold. Carhume has made his own personal bot. Of course he did. I mean, I imagine quite a couple of people have in the Mario Kart Wii community. Oh god. Nope. I could help you with that. I think I did a simple chat bot. I mean, yeah. Oh, is that what it's called? Taskbot? I mean, isn't that the thing? I think that's, isn't that the thing that they call like TASs at like GDQ and stuff? It's Taskbot. Let me help you with the second last turn. It's because Carhuman cheated runs, remember? Yes. Although he didn't even like TAS any, he just like copied other people's for some reason. And then I remember he was a massive dick about it afterwards and being like, lol, no. I just didn't seem to care. Jump after you passed it, delay your drift as much. Yeah. I have a feeling it's the soft input that I'm struggling with. I need to take a look. I'm suddenly having a massive craving for Pringles. Imagine copying a 10-year-old record, couldn't be me. I mean, he didn't even do that. He, like, copied other people's times that are on the top 10s and things. Yeah, oh god, no, that was not the angle or the timing. was late. That was early. That had no wheelie for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, thanks, game. I was slow on that second mini turbo. Oh my god, okay. Why did I do that? It's a 4. Who wants a 4? God, imagine if I got like a .04 lap 2. That's just a free, like, low 3. Nah. Barone triple's too advanced for me. I can't move quick enough. What actually was my triple mini turbo on lap 3? Because it felt like shit. That's not bad. I mean, I finished a run. That was the primary objective. Did I not delay drift that? Oh, I tried to eat the dirt again. Wide. Oh, God. The fact that that was still faster than Luke's got. I went all the way to the right. Why? This could have been really good as well. This was easily a .0, and I just decided to be like, on the last turn. I don't know what that was. That's definitely like the death of that. Other than this bit here. Oh, I missed the slip on the second mini turbo. But I don't know why I shifted in the angle. I went to the left for some reason. And then the rest is history. Cool. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm frustrated that I did just so many stupid mistakes, but the fact that like that is my fastest run on stream for a long time. In telling you you can beat him, you're not seeing your mistakes. I saw quite a few of them there. And what other ones am I missing? What did that got sent while I was in the middle of that run? FW MC3 sent you a couple of. Oh, I see why. Oh my gosh, you've done a lot of stuff like this. Jump after you passed. Jump after you pass the red circle. The red circle. Oh, the circle. You've drawn it on the thing. What's that like? Am I jumping too late? Is that what you're trying to say here? At this point, the angle, jump way too... Right at the end of the tape? After you pass the red circle, you're somewhat near the last picture. Right, okay. I'm jumping too late. Okay. I think I had an in-depth discussion with Yasha about this, actually. I remember talking to him when he got his 093, and he was saying how he did things a bit earlier as well. But I think he also admitted that he was doing it way too early than needed. But he said he was just like experimenting with it. I could actually show his run. I wonder where Yasha is these days, actually. Let me take a look. Pretty sure I still have his run. It's obscene to think that this isn't, like, even like American tops anymore. They're here. No. Is he doing it late as well? Okay, I might be misunderstanding the timing. He's not getting a soft drift. Is he not? Oh god, that's such a that's such an odd window. He's jumping a little earlier than what I told you. Okay, interesting. Wait, where is he? Let me just see where that is for like a bit of time reference again. You don't see that soft on the second to last turn, first lap. Oh yeah, he goes quite... His mini turbo release is slightly later, isn't it? He ate the dirt on that exit. Okay. I'll play for like 15 more minutes. I think I'll call it at 6. My time. But this has been good. I finished a run. And the fact that it was shit and it was still like a really low 0.4, I think is progress. I can't compare it. I'd have to delete my 388. I might have to practice what you mean on Dolphin or something later, Lewis. How am I doing it in comparison to Luke? Is Luke doing it late? This ghost of Luke's. You got a point 3 a couple of days ago, yeah. Oh God, I slipped off the analog stick. I don't know if you heard it. There might be a bit too much background noise to hear that much clicking from my end. Why did I try and go that tight? You probably need to check it yourself. Yeah, I guess that's how I would kind of figure it out. No. I got a point where I see more of what you mean now. I drifted very late for that second to last turn there, didn't I? It should be like on the road just before it, but I kind of hopped on the pipe, on the tape. It was soft though, I'm pretty sure. I'm not as good at these hairpins as I feel I should be. How was that? That felt late. The last turn felt late. Better, but you didn't get a super soft. Did I not? It was late this time, though. Shit. Oh, pardon me. I will figure it out. I'm pretty sure I figured it out beforehand. Check my timing. Okay, hold on. After this attempt, I'll check. What's the comparison? Oh God, what's the quality? Oh, were these from the screenshots you sent me? Oh, it's... okay. That's interesting. Let me slow that down, hold on. Right. So... you release the mini turbo there. there. I see. So you hop basically as soon as the... So as soon as the red and white tape goes off the screen at the bottom, then you basically hop there. Or maybe a little bit later than that, but yeah. God, you got that mini turbo up really quickly. Okay. Sorry, I don't have a good computer. Your computer's probably better than mine. I don't know. That's my visual guide cue. I figured it out after watching Vincent and Casey. Is that how Casey managed to like capitalize over the world record for Luke? I feel like Casey also changed the triple mini turbo slightly from what Luke originally did. Not that I'm going to be doing anything remotely similar anytime soon. My accuracy's far too shit. Why am I over here? God, that was not soft enough. Imagine if I move to Spain and get a chance to work in the UK. We need to meet if that happens. Yeah. I need to figure out what I want to do next with the... Because I think I'd like to do more with the group that I went to Birmingham with. That'd be interesting. I had to think of what else to do next. Thanks, Drift. That was helpful. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh god, okay. Oh, it's so hard to get like a soft enough drift to not crash into the pipe. Okay. Oh, what did I do that for? My thumb twitched. I swear. Take care then, Ren. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out today. I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer anyways, so you're not going to miss much more. That would be me, Ben. Pretty sure it says in the rules, no self-advertisement in chat. And if it doesn't, then my bad, but could have sworn it was there. I'm nearly there. Right. One more lap one, and then I'll call it a night. Well, or a day. But, all things considered, I wasn't expecting to get a 4:13. I wasn't expecting to actually finish anything, so it was a very pleasant surprise. I don't know why I backed off the turn there a little bit, but there we go. There we go. No, last turn was late. Okay. GG. I guess. I don't know. Was it really a GG? I tried to get the soft drift on the second turn. On the second lap. But it's going from that... The way that it affects my hand, it goes from a hard right to a soft left to then like a soft right. Is really difficult because they're very different like angles in my hand. I'll upload that time. Let me see. You drift left after you passed it, but your drift has to be soft. Yeah. See, that's like basically landing just before the tape. Oof. You need to rewire your brain to get used to the new method. I think I'll take a look at it properly when I have a chance to get onto Dolphin. But I don't know if it's too quick for me. That's the thing. Like it's a very short space of time. That's how I'm getting my soft drifting lately. I mean, I assume it's a lot more consistent for you because you would have to have a button for that angle specifically, right? It's just the timing that's more important. Okay. Oh. Fair enough. The leaderboards are not loading, so I'm just gonna press B on my Wiimote and it'll just jump into action and start loading. The database appears to be running slow. If I send you one of the ghosts, can you show the inputs? I might not be able to do it now, but it would be good to have one for reference, definitely. I can take a look at it later. Which one you want? What was the one you referenced in that video? I was about to load this up with the filters as well. Let's see. God, look at all these times. Who set an 863? Anyone? Any takers on 863? You've got... Seriously? You've got... Everyone has a fucking 862 in their grandma, apparently. 4 862s. And then there's an 864. Just skip it entirely. Oh, gosh. But there's just like every point region here otherwise, I swear. Who's this? Nunchuck. That has to be Casey. Just... Okay. The game... The channel did not want me to look at that at that time. No surprise. Absolutely no surprise that, what was it? That was funny. No, it wasn't! I sent you both. They failed in the exact same spot. Oh, the two that we were talking about the other day. It's going to take me like 50 years to connect to the Ghost database now, though. Let's see. 282. I do actually have the other card on hand. Sorry, I knocked the microphone there. I could just put this in here. Those two. Let's try. I'll put these on my service pack card actually. Might as well. Anyway, I'm curious. I want to look at times, MC3. Don't crash on me again. If it crashes on me again, I'll just go to service pack instead. Why do you need to load every ghost? It's dumb. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I kind of feel like this is a little dated now compared to things like, again, service pack. But it was, I guess, the first thing to implement this. Right, let's see where we got to before it crashes. It takes a considerable amount of time, yes, I know. I want to see... They all got one? They all, like, Omega'd it? And then Casey's got the 999. That's kind of funny. And it starts to mix with other people in here now. Bint is here. I think Bint actually subbed twice, didn't he? He got like, yeah, 996. And then improved it to 991. There's the 088. There's the 107. How many 107s are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vincent also tied it. That's interesting. And fuck you, CTGP. You are actually a really shit app. My god. It's not even acknowledged that I take... There it goes. Not even acknowledged that I've taken the SD card out. I was trying to get down to where my 413 was, just to kind of see where exactly it sits, but... Yeah. Nice photo. Thanks. It's is that on the Griffith Observatory? Yeah, there you go. There's LA in the background, and then you can see all the mountains all the way over there. Those mountains are actually much clearer. Where's my data gone? Where's my service pack save? You know what? Is this... Did I put the wrong SD card in? No. What? Why has this not got my save data on it for service pack anymore? Where's that gone? Okay, the ghosts are all here. I don't know what happened there then. I guess it had enough of What the hell? Why is disk write protection on? Hold on. I somehow managed to lock the card. Oh, that's looser than it used to be. It's amazing that you can still sort of read the card, but you can't write to it when that happens. It's so bizarre. Okay. Apologies for that. I didn't realise I'd done that. That was so annoying. I got to show you my photos. Spoiler, I travelled to Venezuela for a single day. You'll definitely enjoy the mountains of Colombia. They're so pretty. Pretty sure I would. I did enjoy it here as well in LA. It's very nice. It was very weird because it felt almost nostalgic because it kind of felt similar to what's it called? Cyprus? Somehow. I do not know how. Yeah, I need to also recrop my gameplay because it's just off the side of the screen at the moment. Okay, what am I looking for? 0.2? 2.8? Something? Right? Yeah, 282. That's not showing up for some reason. So I don't know what's happening there. What's the other one? 119, 650. There it is. I've got this one. I don't know why the other one isn't showing up. Oh, it is enabled. Okay, cool. Right, show me your inputs then. God, the contrast and sharpness between this and CTGP is ridiculous. That's very soft. I don't think I can get it that soft. That's like halfway between the two diagonals. Ah, the shroom. The shroom. Why did I say change course? I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why the 282's not showing up there. It's just deciding not to for some reason. Oh yeah, Luke got that. A 0.5 with me. Do you know what I had to do in order to get that? What, as in like on the dolphin side of things, or? Should we compare it to the 388 and see? Where did that actually go? There it says. I'll watch it in comparison to see where I'm drifting. Apply the modifier to reduce it even further. Is that why it sent it sort of like in between? You're actually too far ahead in comparison to this for me to even tell. I need to find a time where I got a similar lap to you. Okay. I'll call it an end here. But that was interesting. Although you're afraid of crashing into the pipe, once you learn what I told you, you'll get so much better mini turbos. Yeah, but I think the main problem that I have is compensating for the angle afterwards. Not compensating for the angle afterwards. Well, not like the angle in game, but like the way that I'd have to then hold the controller effectively. Because it's just that like motion, the soft left to soft right is very difficult for me to do. Primarily because I use like the opposite end diagonals. I don't know if you noticed that in my inputs, Lewis, but like I use bottom right for right angled inputs and bottom left for left. Top left for left even. So it's like the opposite end. Don't know why. That's just what I do. So it's just it's a very short little window for me to kind of maneuver in. But anyway, yeah. So I think that's it for today. Shall we take a look and see if there's any other Mario Kart streamers? As long as it works for you. I mean, I wouldn't mind if I can make it better, then I definitely will try to put the time into it. And you have to admit, like, compared to some of my previous PBs, where I'd hold it right the way up to, like, the tape on the last turn, I have improved. So it has got better. But I will admit, you know, to some extent I am probably rusty in quite a lot of regards, but also it's just, yeah. There is someone else doing a time trial stream. They only started 7 minutes ago, so that would be kind of cool to kind of promote them. Lots of Mogies. Lots of Mogies. Let's see what this person's time trialing. They're time trialing a CT. There we go. I'll raid this person, and then you can give them some feedback on time trials. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Hi Bradley, want you to go live if you want to, but I've already picked my raid target, I'm afraid. Oh no. About the first game ever. Actually, tell Bradley about that. It's going to be funny. What's up, Bradley? Did you get laid? Right. Thank you, everybody, for coming along to that stream. No comment. That's a no. Yeah. Thank you for coming along. Don't know if I'll stream my next attempts on MC3. We'll see how I feel, I guess. I'm gonna raid this person because they're doing some time trials. It looks like they're doing some on the CT. It's not a no, but also not a yes. But that means you can also assume which one or the other. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna raid this person. They're time trialing. It looks like they're time trialing CTs at the moment, but I don't know if they're gonna switch to nitros or not. But wish them the best of luck on my behalf. I will try and stream on tomorrow. But otherwise, I am heading off to the other side of London to prepare for my trip to Berlin, and I'll be flying out on Tuesday. So yeah, take it easy, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I shall see you again when I next do so.